You've probably seen... Nah, it's probably your first time to see this. Here's what it does. Want to give your viewers wishing powers? First things first, if you're here because you want to scratch your itch to wish, this is not it. This is an updated tutorial for my Genshin Wisher. Let's go! I'm gonna be honest, I cut corners with this video and reused my previous tutorial videos here, but that is only so I don't have to redirect you to them, just for you to see them. Yeah, I'm not lazy or anything. And here's how to get it and set it up. You will need OBS and a Twitch account for streaming. Download the thing from GitHub. Link is provided in the description below, on the side, above, everywhere. Find a folder to extract it to, like the... oh my god, not the desktop folder! You will end up with the following folders: CSS, fonts, image, JS, sounds, and the Genshin Wish.html file. Oh, and update for 2024? These zip files also include the Genshin Wisher app now. You know, this executable file. Go to OBS and add a browser source to your scene. You may enable the local file setting and point it to where the HTML file is, or you can open the HTML file in your favorite browser and copy the file URL to the URL field in OBS. Set the width and height to whatever size you prefer for your stream. That's it. If you know how to set up channel point redeems, or if you already have one, you can skip this part. Go to your creator dashboard, viewer rewards, channel points, manage rewards and challenges, and click on add new custom reward. Give it a name, remember this, and set the channel point cost. You can set the cooldown and limits if you have a megaton of viewers, in case you don't want mega spam to avoid going mega toxic. Feel free to customize the other settings. Update for 2024. I want to emphasize that as of today, June 22, 2024, the current version of this script, version 1.6, is not yet working with the power-ups thing, which is like channel points but with bits. Maybe soon. Because we're crying out loud, it was just released a few days ago. By the way, if you're here only for the updated tutorial, chapter markers are available in the description below, so you don't have to listen to all this boring setup dribble. Now let's go to the app. Let's begin by connecting to Twitch by, clicking on this big purple button. You will be asked by Twitch to give permission to the Genshin Wisher app to detect channel point redemptions on your channel, asking you to log in if you aren't. If you aren't logged in with the account you stream with, you can copy the URL of the window and paste it where you are logged in. After this, you'll be redirected to a page which says you can now close the browser. A word of warning before we continue. If you are live or recording, please note that your access token will be visible after you grant the Genshin Wisher access to your Twitch account. There are a lot of things people will be able to do if they get this. It expires, but still, you don't want anybody else to have it. Anyway, let's continue. First and easiest to ignore is the character duration setting. This is just how long you want a character to be on screen when they appear. The default is 8,000 milliseconds or 8 seconds. The next and probably most important after the Twitch connection is this channel points reward dropdown. You need to choose the reward you added for this. So in my case, that's Genshin Wish. This path to Genshin Wisher is just waiting to be deprecated, so please just ignore this. The disconnect and reset button does just that. You can use this if you're not the only one streaming on your computer, or if you have, other streaming accounts. If you accidentally hit this button, don't worry, you can just connect to Twitch again. Don't forget to save the changes once you're done with this screen. Before attempting to customize this, I suggest you test it before anything. Anyway, let's start by customizing the pull rates. Go to the characters page and look at the numbers beside the star values. The default star values and rates are 10% for 5-star characters, 25% for 4-star characters, and 65% for 3-star pulls, which I initially set as a dull blade meme. More on that later. I hope the interface is self-explanatory, but please remember to keep the total of the pull rates at 100. If you try to save while this is not the case, you will be presented with an error message about this. You can add a star value by clicking ding ding ding, the add star value button. This new column will be initialized with a 0% pull rate and no characters. If you want to add characters to a star value, just type them in the text boxes along with their element. You will need to provide the images for anything you add in the characters folder inside the image folder. The file name needs to be exactly the same as how you put it in the choices variable. This script accepts WebP, PNG, and SVG images in this order of priority. Priority means that if you have a duplicate image of different file types like amber.webp and amber.png, this script will always use the WebP and ignore the PNG. If you want to remove characters, just set them blank. You can press the sort button to, sort them. If you want to add characters for a star value more than the currently visible text boxes, just save your work and relaunch the app. To delete a star value's entire column, press the X button. Let's move on to the dull blade. Initially, I set the 3-star polls with some janky dull blade images. If you don't want this, just remove dull blade from any of the star value columns in the characters page. If you want to add items to this so-called dull blade, just add more. Make sure that your file names are exactly the way you type them here. Again, the script automatically checks for WebP, PNG, and SVG images in that order of priority. If you want to change the star value of the dull blade pull, put dull blade under the star value you want it in. To summarize, download, extract, add browser source in OBS, create channel point reward, connect the app to Twitch, and you're all set. That's it. Have fun.